Dow Jones has seen a massive break on the downside and has moved towards 32,320 levels. Yes, as we discussed in our last update, that below 33,000, do not try to initiate a buying entry, and we may see a good break here. Precisely that has happened, a massive drop is seen. Now, what to expect next week? As this is the second red candle after the reversal, can we expect it to yield a third and the bigger red candle? Which position you should take in order to profit? We will see with the help of charts and indicators. Yes, uh, this week is going to be important as there is going to be volatility ahead. Key events, the war situation is anyways there to impact the move. At the same time, the most important thing is the Fed and the interest rate hike decision, along with the statement and projections. And yes, the next is the NFP data coming later in this week. Definitely, this is going to be a choppy week. More volatility is going to be seen. Thus, trade with caution and what to expect, which position you should take in at what levels. Towards the end, I am going to give you the strategy. Watch this. If you're new to the channel, do like, do share, subscribe, and comment. Subscribing the channel keeps you updated with the twice a day update for Dow Jones, which I share first with the Asia and Europe session and next with the US session. Do watch both. Thus, subscribe the channel. Do like, share, and comment. Your every action matters to me a lot. Let's start. First, let's have a look at the 4-hour charts here. See, there was a base at 32,800, 33,200. This is the consolidation zone, which is definitely provided it a very good support here. You can find out US30 struggled to break out this zone, and then when it breached, it was a stronger slide on the downside. In just 4 candles, we have seen a massive drop here. Now, if you look at towards the end, we can see some green shoots. Yes, it was oversold. Yes, it was outside Bollinger Bands, and that is why we can see a little retracement. At the same, if you look at the movement on the 4-hour charts, it is largely staying in the channel, and the bottom of the channel is almost done. And now if it tries to recover, I will definitely watch out for how it behaves at 32,800, 33,200 zone. And beyond that, possibly we are looking forward to the highs of this channel. But whether it is possible for US30 to achieve that or not, we will see with the further time frame. Let's have a look at the daily charts. Now see, on the daily charts, earlier in our daily analysis, many a times I have told that below 33,000, do not think of staying long in Dow Jones. Precisely that has happened. Massive reversal was seen and a good break is observed towards the end of the. Now here as well, this is almost the bottom of the channel here, and if it reverses from there, we have seen that yes, the zone here is going to remain important. We have to watch out for how prices behave at around those levels. Right now it is staying bearish and a little retracement can be expected. Also, if you look at, see, a first bearish candle after the breakout, second bearish candle, and this was an increasing in body size bearish candle. This suggests that the bearishness has increased. It can, if it is a crash scenario, this can yield bigger and increasing bearish candles here, but chances for it appears to be less. I will wait for it to break out below 33 to 32,200 levels, which is going to be the first milestone there. Only below 32,200 we can say further bearishness to be seen, which may take it to below 32,000 levels. If you recall, see, last 2 months I have been shouting for a sell, for a crash in US30. If you recall, since 36,000 levels, in both the monthly reviews which I have shared for October and September, I have predicted a crash, and that is what has happened. Almost 10% of the value has eroded so far, and there is much more to come. Let's see how far. Coming to the weekly, likewise on the weekly charts, if you observe, see, one point to note, just if you just connect the highs here, if you just connect the lows here, it is still very much in this inclined sideways bullish box here. Yes, now the next support at 32,200 and then 31,800. You can note that we have seen the double bottom at 31,500 levels, 31,450 levels. From those the double bottom levels, it has achieved higher highs. And if you look at, see, multiple candles try to get the support or resistance at around these levels, and you can say on the upside the resistance at around 35,000 levels. So now this is the box in which it is trying to trade. The bottom appears to be very nearby, it appears, but then on the downside we must note that on the weekly charts, US30 is still largely following this pattern here. This is a long-term chart here, and you will observe lower highs here, lower lows here, suggests that the bottom could be further distant if it slides on the downside. Coming to the monthly, now on the monthly chart, this is the second red candle in succession. At this point, I had mentioned there is a crash which is cooking in for US30, and since last 2 months I have been recommending to sell Precisely, it has breached below 34,000 levels, stayed bearish and now moving closer to the bottom. Now, how far is the bottom for the month? See, monthly candle is about to close in just two sessions, and in those two sessions you can look at the candles here. 32 200 300 levels it has achieved here, also 32 500 400 levels, giving it a good support. I do see a closing at around possibly 800 33,000, and if we see a closing at around these levels, remember it is further leaving a scope, because see, if it leaves a tail here on the downside, it leaves a scope for US30 to again continue with the bearish bias in the month of November. And if you just connect the dots here, see higher highs, higher lows, I was talking about this, that still there is a probability that we may see a further retracement. So a break below 32,000 and then 31,500 is only the indication that prices are going to crash. Else we can see a probable bounce back, in fact the next week and in the coming month as well. Coming to the indicators on the monthly charts, yes, price is staying below the 20 months moving average and now moving towards the 50 months average, which is right now situated at around 31,200 levels. And if you look at, see here also prices were divergent. Whenever we have seen the divergent of the price from the moving average, it is always convergent, in fact breach. This time also it was divergent, it has converged here and breach. Now see, mostly whenever you see a divergence of the price from the moving average, it has always tried to converge, and couple of times it is breached further towards 50. Now this could be one of the occasions where we might see it moving towards 50 period as well. If you look at the stochastic, this has fallen vertically looking downwards. The MACD has again crossed over and trading with divergence, though if you note this, see US30 has always been, for last 15 years, stayed above this zone, despite this only downtrend was the financial crisis in 2008 2009, and since then we have seen US30 on the monthly charts just staying above this zone. Thus this is going to remain crucial, because right now it is divergent, right now it is taking a U-turn, and this could be the beginning of the further crash. RSI is looking downwards too. Coming to the week, now look at the weekly charts here. Downtrend is seen, conversion of the moving averages. The 100 weeks average is right now at around 33,200 levels, and then 32,600 800 zone is where the 50 and 100 period moving 20 period moving average are lying. Yes, these are on the verge of a crossover. One more bearish candle and then the crossover will be seen. Also, if you look at the price is closed at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, and the Bollinger Bands have expanded vertically here. This suggests strong bearishness here. But largely, if you note, see here, this is still very much well within the channel, and thus we have to watch out more closely how it behaves at 32,000 levels. A possibility of a recovery from those levels cannot be denied here. If you look at the stochastic, this has fallen vertically, it has come to oversold zone. See, it is looking downside. The MACD is also trading with divergence, and this is also turning to be bearish. RSI looking down. Coming to the daily chart. Now on the daily charts, moving average is divergent, moving average is bearish, and that is why I had been on sells always. At this point I had mentioned a retracement, it has retraced beautifully, and then this downtrend has started. Now if you look at the divergence of the prices from the moving average is too much, and the moving averages are now gradually looking downward, so it could lead further drop. A further slide for a couple of candles cannot be denied here, which may help moving average to come down towards 33,000 levels, and then a retracement can be expected. A stochastic at bottom, MACD divergent and bearish. Now this is important on the daily charts. It is not that it cannot achieve further lows, but it appears that it is already at almost at the bottom levels. RSI is also at bottom. Coming to 4-hour charts. Now what I was saying on the daily charts, that look at the movement here on that moving average. This is what we can expect on the daily charts. Thus it requires a couple of strong bearish candles for it to continue like this. A stochastic oversold, MACD is divergent and bearish, and RSI is oversold. So appears that US30 has achieved oversold level. Now we have seen the charts, we have seen the indicators. Time for me to define the trading levels and strategies such that you can trade profit. And before we proceed, if you want to learn this art of trading, you can join my mentorship batch. The 27th batch is going to start on 20th of November. Equip yourself with the tools, techniques and strategy which can help you identify profitable trades and trade profitably. Join the batch, reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Also, you can book and reserve your seat by visiting my platform forexfunda.com, and this platform is created with the pure vision to provide everything required to a trader under a single roof, whether be it the economic calendar from across the globe with the data across the globe, historical data, current projection, and the live markets releases. At the same time, you can also search for your favorite instruments. These are all live prices, be it stocks, funds, future, forex, CFD, crypto indices, bonds, economy from across the globe. Everything is available under this. You can create your own analysis and create the live charts. At the same time, yes, you will have an option to discuss, get the consultation, get the guidance from me directly. You can book a call with me if you have any queries with respect to your existing positions in your account, or if you want to make a trade, if you want to take a trade and want to discuss or get the guidance regarding the future movements, you can have a call with me. Yes, the next is most important, the announcement related to my mentorship batch. You will find under the mentorship tabs, the curriculum is available here, the fees is available, and yes, the registration form has all the details. You can fill the details, you can book, you can pay and book your seat here itself. The most important part is the discussion, where you get the live updates of the prices. At the same time, you can also have a discussion on the summary of the market move which is mentioned. So this is what we had mentioned, the last trading sessions for Nasdaq 100 and for US30. You can note, see, I have mentioned very clearly 32,818, 920 is the resistance zone. Only if it breaks 32,920, it precisely reversed from 32,914 levels and has seen a good drop. And on the downside, 32,600 was provided as a major support. Thus, visit the platform www.forexfunda.com. Indulge in an enriching experience which can take your trading to the next level. Now let's talk about the levels to buy. See, I will only recommend you to sell first buy positions. So yes, you can buy here at 32,420, but the nearest resistance is 32,500. Remember, the supports earlier are now going to be the resistance for the move here, and 32,600. These are two major support levels here, resistance levels here. And as long as prices stays below 32,600, we have to be watchful. Beyond this, I will be looking forward for price to achieve 32,800, the next target, which appears to be a difficult target, and then 32,920. So these are definitely going to remain critical levels for US30 for the coming week. Beyond this, it is going to break past by 33,050, 33,100, and then 33,200. Now this zone is in red, and it is the next major milestone which US30 needs to break past by in order to confirm the bullishness here. At best, yes, a reversal might take the prices to these levels, and yes, this is going to be a choppy week. We may see major swings here. Thus, you have to be ready for both ways movement. It can achieve the highs and it can hit to the lows as well. Thus, on the downside, you can sell here at 32,340 levels. Expect 32,255, 32,195. Now once it stays below 32,195 zone, we can say more bearishness may prevail. I will look forward to 32,000 levels, and in fact we may see a slight drop below 32,000 towards 31,950. Now once it stays below this, more bearishness towards 31,800 and then 31,500. See, these are markets, anything and everything is possible, and once the market gets choppy, we may see extreme volatile moves. Thus, you have to trade with caution in the coming week. You have to book your profits, keep an eye on your profits. A profit is a profit, whether be it small or big. If you cannot trade on multiple occasions, if you cannot keep an eye on market, you have to strictly put the trailing stop loss, or at least put the stop loss at your entry price, which can preserve your capital. Trade accordingly, trade profitably, trade with a stop loss and a trailing stop loss. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch and signals channel. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training queries. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead. Do watch twice a day updates. Do visit my platform. Do join my signals channel or mentorship batch. Thank you.